நீ மாத்திரம் 4 லைன் கரெக்டா நீ பாட்டனா நான் உனக்கு இப்பவே 500 ரூபாய் தரேன். எவ்வளவு தரீங்க சங்கர் சார்? நீங்க எவ்வளவு தரீங்க? இந்த பாட்டு நான் செம்மையா பாடிட்டேன்னா நீங்க எனக்கு எவ்வளவு தரீங்க? நீங்க ஒரு 500 ரூபாய் எனக்கு. சித்தாமா
ഇത്രക്ക് നന്നായി എഴുതാവേ എഴുതാവേ ഫിസിക്കൽ എഴുതാവേ
Tingle, you get real people, instant vibes. Join Tingle now, you better be there.
That way.
എടാ, ഒരു വട്ടച്ചും നടക്കൂല, ഒരു തേങ്ങാപ്പൊട്ടിയും നടക്കൂല. ഭാഗ്യത്തിനൊക്കെ ഒരു ഗോൾട്ടാലായി. പറഞ്ഞേ, സീറ്റിന്റെ സ്പീഡ് ആ വേണ്ടയ്ക്കുള്ള സ്പീഡൊന്നും ഇല്ല, എന്നോട് പറയണ്ട.
And that gets things running. Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Upamecano wins the duel this time.
De Bruyne.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he's let fly! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Hernandez.
Rodri.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's a key interception. Back to the keeper it goes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Shevchenko.
De Bruyne.
Zielinski. That has not gone well. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Haaland. That's a cute ball. And he welcomes it in, and it's made its way to him. Zabani getting this one clear. Succumbs to the pressure. And he cuts out the supply. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And it's Serginho. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Shevchenko. Serginho. No, that's been intercepted. Quality ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Might be danger here. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rodri. Oh, Red, nice interception. Short changes him with that pass. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Saka. De Bruyne.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rodri. And Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And it's Zielinski. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Saka. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. That looks a good ball through. Koundé. And it's Serginho. Now that's well seen too. Zielinski. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Upamecano. Zielinski. Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe. It's played through for him. He's got away. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rafael Leao. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed.
And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations. Substitution on the field. Number 4, Dayo Upamecano.
So we're underway for the second half.
6, Zielinski.
0-0. And we're at the halfway point.
Number 13, Erdegaard. Number 18, Doku.
Great vision.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good spread. Back where it came from. And the shot! It's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Erdegaard has it in a wide position. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Saka proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And that has left him in a heap. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Serginho gets flagged offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's in plenty of space. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Deftly away. Now it's Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank. Lewandowski. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. So what can they make of this? And here's Shevchenko. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start.
Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And they win it back again. Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. De Rossi. Well, that's an excellent interception. Here's Rodri. Pass somewhat off target. Tries from a long way out. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Manchester really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. That is ended up in no man's land. Sanchez punts it upfield. Mbappe. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Lewandowski. And there's the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Shevchenko. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 15, Messi. Substitutions taking place.
And Messi! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, what a mistake! And he's lost. He's in! Must be! Neymar! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. How very smart. He just got it right.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space.
He's rising! And he can thump it away. And it's Serginho. Stood up well to him there. 4 extra minutes added on. Rodri. Serginho. Neymar. And that's that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive. Very Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, that's a waste.
Look, his thinking was more audacious.
Doku. Zielinski. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Balten has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And here's Kutchu. He's having a shot! Missed by a fraction. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. Stood up well to him there. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. And this is Shevchenko. Dani Olmo! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Deftly away. It's a throw-in. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. There they go, hunting again.
Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, strongly challenged there. Still goalless at the moment. Szoboszlai. And here's Shevchenko. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So a chance here. What can they make of it?
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
An absolute gem! And Portugal score first. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react. Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Dani Olmo. Szoboszlai. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Koundé gets a good foot in there. And here's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Doku. And it's Hernandez. Spread it left. And there's the shot! Not much subtlety about that challenge. Xavi Alonso.
Portugal really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Hernandez. Doku. Now it's Doku. He's picked his way through. And this is Shevchenko. Savani.
Manchester certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And here's Batistuta. And this is Shevchenko! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And a header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Dunk. Looking for options for movement. Romero spots it and intercepts. Neymar turns back here, probably the best option. Romero. And it's Kokchu. And this is Shevchenko. Dani Olmo. Szoboszlai.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Shevchenko. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Kokchu. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Caros espectadores, por favor, não estacionem nas vias de acesso ao estádio. Obrigado pela vossa compreensão. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Koundé. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Shevchenko. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Neymar. And this is Shevchenko.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Quality ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And this is Shevchenko. He's found shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Shevchenko being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now that's well seen too. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Dani Olmo. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Now it's Shevchenko. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hernandez makes the interception. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He's through here. And this is Shevchenko. And it's Shevchenko! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Doku. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Serginho. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. The ball has bounced loose now. Good effort from distance.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vardiol. Crunching tackle. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. pass isn't the best. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. That's a throw. Sabani. And that will be it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital. A bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. So off we go then. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement's
match.
already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And a chance! Shevchenko gets flagged offside. And it's Zielinski. Over to the right flank. Alexander-Arnold. Van Bouten wins the duel this time. And it's come back to the keeper. That has been cut short. He shifted it to the flank. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt They were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Crosses it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This to make it 1-0. Just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, well played, well played. Zielinski. Doku. Look, Doku! Messi.
Manchester really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's been... Decent chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Serginho. Passing is crisp and sharp. In with the challenge. And it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Koundé. Mbappe. And Serginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And he's quick to return it. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Header comes in! He doesn't look too happy with that. Fermin. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. And the finish! That has been knocked clear.
Manchester certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Half-time getting close now. Can he get it through? And he can thump it away. Taken back almost at once. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that's well seen too.
2 added minutes has been
And here's
indicated.
Yamal. Zielinski. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Not the most accurate pass. Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please turn your attention to the screen.
Well, the players
for
definitely know they're in a
information
derby.
provided by the
More
local
of the same to
police.
come after the break. You can be sure of that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So off we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
That is good alertness. Zielinski. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Doku attempts a clearance. And they're back on the ball. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Lopez. Shevchenko. Doku. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. He's got away.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Zielinski. Can he spark a counter here? Now that looks a decent ball. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely weighted ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out towards the flank. Rodri deals with that comfortably. Oh, that's a key interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Spread it left. Zielinski. That's going wide left.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Yamal. And here's Shevchenko. And he's got Shevchenko! And the difference is still 1, but only just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. He's come in hard. Deftly away. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Serginho. And it's Messi. Oh, no joy this time.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Shevchenko. Doku. Couldn't squeeze it through. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Today that smoking is only allowed
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of...
Zielinski! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's there to clear it. Oh, good spread. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And the ball is out of play. Mbappe. And he's looking to catch him up. Now it's Neymar. And he has been fouled there. And he whips it in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Zielinski is there, and he can get that clear. It's Alonso! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Nearly, but not quite.
Xabi Alonso could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Eze picks it up out wide. And here's Eze. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's played in. Terrific effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Haaland really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
So it is still 0-0. Right, Shevchenko. Goulet, that's going wide left. Goulet has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Now this could be a chance. Tries to cross. Van Bouten attempts a clearance. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Elects to cross. Getting up there! And he's done it! And there is your opener. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now that looks a decent ball. Sanchez claims comfortable. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Manchester really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
No, no way through. Doku. And it's Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Shevchenko. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Eze clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
Neymar's cross. Sanchez deals with that nice and simple. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chiellini does well to get it back.
Manchester truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Zielinski. And it's Zielinski. Well, that has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold. Haaland. Zielinski. Just past the 40th minute mark.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries to play it through. And this is Shevchenko. Changes him with that pass. Chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Zielinski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's a really well-measured ball. In towards the back stick. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Somewhat off target. And it's Zielinski. And here's Mbappe. And here's Zielinski. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked,
Please be
and the
reminded
answers
that
need to be
drinking is
found in a
only
hurry.
allowed in the areas shown on this
Well,
map.
that is
Thank
the
you
first
very
half
much for your
done, and
cooperation.
we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Zielinski. Here's Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Doku. Nicely spread. And reclaimed it in a trice. Over to the right flank. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Plays it out wide. Mbappe is herring after that one. And that's been won straight back. Looking for options for movement. Lofted in. Zabani getting this one clear. And here's Zielinski. That's a little off target. Showing great feet there. Now he's got space here. And he cuts out the supply. Serginho. Çalhanoğlu is in a really good position out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Dunk has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Deftly away. Eze has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Spread neatly, and that's an errant pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! And that's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. How very smart. He just got it right.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And the shot! And a neat finish! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And it's Chiellini. Oh, well played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Doku. Showing good feet. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Zabani defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Batistuta! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's there to retrieve it, hops him off it and wins back the ball. That looks a cracking ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Madrid really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That's really well manoeuvred. That's a decent clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be 3
Cross
minutes
flung in
added
towards the
time.
middle. Koundé getting this one clear. And he's heaved it away. Tries to pass it through. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's
Please
not
take this
often you see
opportunity
such
to pay a visit to
haphazard
our official
defending,
store,
Peter,
where
even when
memorabilia
you've
from
seemingly
today's match are
identified
now
the
available.
areas you're falling short in. How they thought they could get away with that, I just don't know. They should have plugged the gaps. I can't understand why they didn't react to their troubles much sooner.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shifted upfield. McAllister. That's a sharp pass. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Messi. Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Doku in acres of space out wide. Azar. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Shevchenko. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
McAllister. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. It's a good-looking delivery. Zabani with the clearance, and they're quick to get it back. Oh, this is a great position. Shot at goal! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And we have liftoff. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Number 10, Andrei Shevchenko.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Xabi Alonso clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Olise! Not a bad try by any means.
Manchester really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Shevchenko, and the shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that.
Decent chance! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And now he has two. Eintracht Frankfurt find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Hazard. Messi. Serginho. Not the most accurate pass. Zabani kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zielinski. And it's Xabi Alonso. Stood up well to him there. Zielinski. And he welcomes it in. And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's been caught napping. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he cuts out the supply. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko is herring after that one. Xavi Alonso. Zanetti. Now it's Shevchenko. Messi. And it's Xabi Alonso. Hazard tries one from range. Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
And that signals the end of the first period. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Messi.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. And he shoots! And that's wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Xavi Alonso. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He has a look up. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Hazard could move up a gear here. Shevchenko. McAllister. Zabani cuts out the pass. Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Manchester have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And the pass is intercepted. Look at the space here. Caught offside that time. McAllister. And it's Serginho. Almost an hour gone. Shevchenko. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Tries to dink it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely weighted ball. Hernandez. Nicely spread. And that has left him in a heap. Threads one in. He's picked his way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. So what can they make of this? Tries to play it through. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. McAllister. Oh, well measured. That's put paid to the danger. Eintracht Frankfurt have got it back and they'll have another go. Looking for the run. Zanetti. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution in progress.
Back when it goes. McAllister! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Shevchenko. Xavi Alonso. McAllister. And it's Azar. Azar charging. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. They are playing them off the park. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out...
He was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Eintracht Frankfurt are having a ball here. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. McAllister. Oh, this is a very good run. Lewandowski was alert to the... And it's Pedri. Diouf. And he's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Zanetti. Zanetti made a surge from fullback, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. It's a searching pass. Dani Olmo. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho. He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zielinski. Dani Olmo has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Great challenge, time to... And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times, Aside. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just...
It's Ronaldinho! A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ronaldinho. Referee has just said play on.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
De Rossi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Batistuta. De Rossi. Nicely spread. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Gerrard. Oh, Red, nice interception. Quarter of an hour played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Alexander-Arnold, great defending, strong and determined. No goals as yet. Pass somewhat off target. Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shevchenko! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Pretty robust defending.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that has left him in a heap. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that's well seen too. There's a sharp little ball here. Nice bit. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Koundé. Rodri. Now Ødegaard. Now it's Bale. Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's fabulous. De Rossi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass is just off target. That's going to go a long way. Kashima Antlers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big chance! Koundé clears it away. He's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pepe calmly anticipates. Koundé wins the duel this time. Oh, he's been caught napping. Looking for options for movement. Oh, and the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pepe cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Bale. Now, can they get him away?
That's just playing it safe. and simple.
Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Incoming delivery. He leaps for it. That was superb goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard. Looking for the run. Now he's running away. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ødegaard. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
And a header! And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Picked out brilliantly. It's Ronaldinho! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Ødegaard. Doku. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're quick to get it back. Gerrard, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Rodri cuts it out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Ødegaard. Hernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Gerrard! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 18,
Kashima
Ronaldinho.
Antlers are
Number
now
20.
luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Coming
Well,
on
that's
the
a real
field,
psychological
number
weight off the
13,
shoulders, I think. It's a very
Shevchenko.
different game now at 2
Number
up.
4, Hazard. Number
Rodri.
12, Fiore.
Messi.
Substitution
Here's
in
Haaland.
progress.
And the counter is on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. Mbappe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He is through here. There they go, hunting in packs. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substitutions taking place.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Doku. Nicely shaped ball. Pepe makes the interception. Great vision. Doku in acres of space out wide. And he's there to retrieve it. Azar. Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. In towards the back stick. Defending of the desperate variety.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Bouten. And it's Hernandez. Messi is in a really good position out wide. He's rising! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Mbappe. De Rossi. Now Fiore. Gerrard. Hernandez. Now that looks a decent ball. Doku. Doku tries a cross.
There will be 3 minutes.
Keeper gets his hands on it. Searching pass he's played there. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And it's Azar. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. The pass has gone astray. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Can he spark a counter here? Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's a very deep shapes to shoot! Goal! Belgium! And Belgium are ahead!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Belgium, after 6 minutes, is number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Serginho. And it's Rodri. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Seedorf. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Doku going after that. Vieira succumbs to the pressure. Serginho concedes a free kick for that. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Seedorf over to the right flank. Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Hazard. And the shot! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The
Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rodri.
Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Ødegaard. Doku is in a really good position out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bergomi. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Belgium definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to play it through. Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Belgium find a position of real strength now. Now it's Doku. No way through there. Vieira. And here's Shevchenko. Half an hour played now. Aims beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Oh, off the bar! And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Belgium are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe. And he's definitely onside. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Sanchez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And this is Shevchenko. And it's Serginho. And Shevchenko. Oh, just skips past his man. Yamal. Now it's Doku. Looking for options for movement. And this is Shevchenko. There's the shot! Mbappe goes short. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Brilliantly cut out. Yamal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Doku. Shevchenko. He's dealt with that really well. And it's half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we get things going again.
Manchester really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
And it's made its way to him. And oh, shooting chance! And easy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Doku. Ødegaard. Vieira. And he's quick to return it. He's in a great position here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Pullet is behind this one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Pullet! They've got to be quick to recover this. Doku. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's having a hit! Oh, it's come loose. And he's there to get it away. And it's Vieira. Doku. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to thread one through. And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. Hernandez.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He is through here. It's Asa! That has ended up in no man's land. Serginho. Ødegaard. That ball looks a good one. So no flag here. Takes a shot! And he's made sure that's not getting through. That is good strength. Azar. Dunk, spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. Koundé.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hernandez. It's a promising position. That has not gone well. Hernandez. Azar. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Sanchez sends that a long way. It's a pretty loose pass. Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. He's got away. Now it's Mbappe. And he shoots! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And he cuts out the supply. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Mbappe. Oh, some tackle that. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So a chance here, what can they make of it? So a genuine chance to increase the lead. This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Azar. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
That is a brilliant interception. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Seedorf. Seedorf! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Belgium are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Ferran Torres. Threads one in. Yamal has real chance! Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Azar. Mbappe! Oh, that's Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar. Messi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And the counter is on. Rizal. He's found a way through. They're urging him. Chance for a shot! Ødegaard. That's destined for the flank. Shevchenko. That's the keeper's ball. Rizal. Dunk does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Donadoni. Tanucci. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Dunk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far? Well, but little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Tanucci gets on his bike and getting up there! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And again! He will be livid with himself.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's having a shot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Dundee have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced.
Takes a shot! Ødegaard finds himself offside. Pinches it off him. Hernandez. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Manchester really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mbappe, foot in, threads one in, nicely aimed pass, engages and forces him off the ball.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there.
Ibrahimovic! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Dundee are doing very nicely, thank you. And oh no, what has happened here? Seedorf, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. So what can they make of this? Driving forward. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Hazard had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate...
Goes for a shot! Lofted upfield. Dundee have reclaimed it. Seedorf will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Donatoni. Played out wide. Donatoni. Koundé gets it away. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. It's Hazard! Again, a brilliant save. Dundee with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the finish! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Doku. And it's Ødegaard. And they win it back again. Seedorf. He's shifting through the gears here. Seedorf. Seedorf! Seedorf! It is terrific! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
So the action resumes. 45 minutes to change their fate. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to make the challenge. Out towards the flank. Koundé. Hoisted in. He's rising! It's hit the crossbar. And that's a good finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So could they be onto something here? Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Hazard. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Corner number 2 then. Hazard goes short. He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Hazard. Hazard powering forward. It's Hazard! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Hazard with the short one. Hazard.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. Well, the idea was a good one. Hazard! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
After 64 minutes is...
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Dundee are looking to go forward now. Now it's Seedorf. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Tries one from range. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks.
Substitution in progress.
The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place.
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Tanucci gives no quarter whatsoever. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a decent clearance. Looking for a runner. It's a promising position. It is a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Big chance! Superb from Rizal! A finish of true class! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Things looking so easy, almost too... Oh, good effort! It's a goal! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Rizal picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it! Bullish header! And a neat finish! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Robert Sanchez must save this. And that's a poor pen.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Neymar. Now it's Messi. Shevchenko. Ferran Torres shoots! And it's in! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
At least that has given their people something to smile about.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away. Shapes to shoot! And that is a truly outstanding save. Oh, nicely intercepted. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's been given away. And he's found a way past. Shevchenko. The ball has bounced loose now. Azar. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.